Welcome, family. I just want to introduce you to DJ Leon D. My music is a little salt and a little pepper. The salt is old school, the pepper is new school. So, welcome to the music mix, and let's get it on.
Yeah, I'm back again. I'm doing these videos, and I'm telling you places I've been to and places you may want to go, and what to do, what not to do. But you're gonna do what you want to do anyway, and so am I. But my advice is that simple. It's very, very simple. I'm gonna tell you about it, and you can decide what you want to do, how you want to do it, and where you want to do it at. But this video is about Tampa, Florida. Now, I did one about the Miami area and about Florida in general. I did that. But this is about Tampa. Let me tell you, I was in Tampa a couple days ago. And like Miami, what is Florida food or Tampa food? I went to a lot of places in Tampa. I did a lot of research. I asked my friends who live there, and they all kept giving me bar and grills. And you know, I like a good bar and grill because normally the drinks are good. But the drinks should not be your focus when you're hungry. It's not gonna help anything at all. So when I asked a couple people, about where to eat. And so they gave me this bar and grill. The guy had about 9 pages of menu, which already told me that was bad news. But here's the thing about Tampa area. I went to Tampa, St. Pete, and I used to go to this restaurant called DATZ, D-A-T-Z. It was very, very good, had a limited menu, but everything was big, everything was good, and you can tell the people there, or at least the cooks, had a lot of experience in cooking what they cooked. And not only that, they had passion. When you cook, you gotta have passion. Who in the hell wants to go to a restaurant and the cook is angry? Nobody. I don't want to go and see you angry about anything you're doing. I want a cook kind of semi-fat. I want a kind of a chubby guy. Happy, talking to people, letting you know that, hey, I got you. This steak is going to be done the way you want it done. I want that kind of person cooking my food. I don't want a guy who got a lot of life problems and he's telling everybody in the restaurant about his life problems. Because guess what? I don't give a damn. I'm not paying you to tell me about your problems. I'm paying you to hear about my problems. That's why they call them bartenders. A bartender is like a psychiatrist because he's heard every problem in the world. He can give you drugs like a psychiatrist. At the end of the night, you go home feeling better.
Over here.
Not like a psychiatrist who blames you for your problems. A bartender always tell you, I understand. I understand. It's her.
You want to go and
her.
eat?
It's him.
I mean, no, you want to sit outside?
They always tell you that kind of stuff.
Dude, it's hot as hell out here.
So that's what you want to hear.
The food would never cool off.
I go to Tampa. And Tampa, they have a lot of diners and grills. So that kind of tells me a diner, he's got 85 things.
If you had $100
menu,
million bucks, would you ever buy a boat?
Probably 3 are good. And I got to order all 85 to find out which 3 are good because I don't think any of those are good.
I would.
And so a grill tells me the drinks override.
I wonder
the
about
food.
the economics of
It
it.
says bar and grill. Whatever name's there first overrides the other. Never, ever forget that.
I had a pool and that thing was sucking money in my pocket left and right.
You don't see people say
But,
grill
I
and
mean,
bar.
if you have $100
You don't
million,
see that.
So
How
what
much time
happened
are you
was
gonna spend
that
on your boat?
you had a bar and grill.
And it would just be easier.
Bar
to
guy
all right.
was the main
Just gonna
either
rent
owner
really nice boat.
or he focused
I
on the
agree.
profits from the alcohol. Because everybody knows you don't make a lot of money on food. Nope.
I agree.
Nope. I don't care who you are, you don't. Nah, you don't make money on if you own a bar, you make a lot more money than if you had a bar and a restaurant. You make a lot more money. And anybody would tell you that. Because a bottle of Hennessy, a bottle of Patron,
See, now this was a great drone shot.
a bottle of Hennessy could cost you $18 for full bottle.
When I met
But
Larry
the most
Ellison
maybe
with Andy
24.
Burger,
You can get
we
about
walked
30
this small
shots
little
out
bridge.
of it. Get about 15
right
bucks a
to the
shot. So you do the math. It ain't difficult to know where the profit is. Food markup is very, very small.
But this boat wasn't nice as those boats, though.
You might make, because I can tell you that because I own a catering business. And a food makeup in a restaurant, remember, you pay for the lights, whether you're working or not. Because electricity is always running. You pay for an employee, whether you want to or not. If you got no customers, that employee's on the clock, you're paying for all that. Get over it. That's why restaurants, they make money, not a lot. Most lose money, and most restaurants in their first year
I'm trying to convince my
go out of
grandma to
business. It's just not there. So
No.
let's go to Tampa. Tampa ordered. They had a lot of bar and grills.
Oh.
I mean, more than I expected. And I was
We got a lot
downtown.
of restaurants over here.
But here's the kicker of it all, though. They own a lot of bar and grills. But
John McCrae always
if I
say,
recall,
you want to go out and eat? I mean, I know,
Tampa
you
is
want to sit
surrounded
outside?
by water everywhere.
Dude, it's hot as hell out here.
Water everywhere.
The food would never cool off.
You got water on at least, 2 sides of Tampa. Then you got St. Pete. There's nothing but damn water, clear water, nothing but water. And they're offering things that got nothing to
You
do
get
with
100 million
the
bucks if
water.
you're about boat.
Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the world,
About 100 million?
but
Yeah.
I'm a lot closer to the smartest than I am the
I think I
dumbest.
would.
Because if I was Tampa, I would sit there and offer you seafood. You got water
Oh, I wonder
everywhere.
about the economics of it.
And from my experience, you got
All
water.
my friends who got them.
You got
they
a water
like
creature
pool.
somewhere nearby. And you know
Let me
we
hear
call
it.
them fish, whales,
I had a pool and
sharks.
that thing was sucking money out of my pocket.
You got all
I'm like,
that stuff.
Yeah,
You even
but,
got
I mean, if
manatees.
you have $100 million,
which you should never eat a manatee.
Uh-huh.
How
But I'm
much
gonna tell you
how much
right
time
now,
are you gonna spend on your boat?
they
And it
do
would just
look
be
tasty.
easier to like,
Because
alright,
they got a hell of a fat content.
just gonna rent a really nice boat.
And you know down south,
I
they
agree.
like fat.
I don't know.
But my whole point is, you go in a restaurant,
I agree.
you might see fish and chips on the menu. But you'll see a lot of stuff about stuff that's not native to Florida.
I
You
didn't
see a lot of stuff that's not native. I didn't even see crabs on the menu. And I saw a lot of things with shrimps. Shrimp and grits, which is the most overpriced menu in America. I'll tell you that.
This was a great drone
Shrimp
shot.
and grits, they charge you $20, $30 for shrimp and grits.
When I met
Grits are
Larry
damn near
Ellison
free.
with Andy Burger,
They're damn near free.
we walked this small little bridge.
Shrimp don't cost much money when you get them in the Gulf full of oil. Get them in the Gulf full of oil because if you got one of those oil companies near
This boat
you,
wasn't nice as those
you have
boats.
had an oil spill. You ain't got to admit to that, but I know from reading the newspaper and talking to people, if you get shrimp out of the Gulf, you had an oil spill. That shrimp is full of oil. But nothing wrong with that if you're used to it. I'm
Bad
not,
looking boat.
but a lot of people are. That's why you can make gumbo, you can make jambalaya, you can make andouille sausage with shrimp. You can make it all cheap because just get rid of the color of black. And people think they got a brand new
I'm trying to
shrimp
convince my brother-in-law to get
that,
a boat.
it's not sucked up the oil that we spill
I know.
every single day. It is what it is.
Unfortunately,
But it don't cost a lot of money
Oh.
to get the shrimp. And grits is just hominy.
we got a lot of restaurants over here.
Nothing special about it. It's the cheapest part of the hominy. You just grind it down.
John
got
McCrae
grits.
always say,
Take wheat, take
you want to go
whatever.
out and eat?
got
I mean, no,
grits.
you want to sit outside?
But a lot of people
Dude, it's
want
hot
to
as
be
hell
able
out
to
here.
say, I had shrimp and grits.
The food
I
would
have
never
been
cool
in
off.
Charleston, Jacksonville, Savannah, Columbia, South Carolina. I've been to all of them. They all offer shrimp and grits. Back in the day, in the 60s and 70s,
If you had 100 million bucks, would you ever
shrimp
buy a
and
boat?
grits would cost you $1. You can add all the inflation you
Yeah.
want to. It's still not
I think I
worth
would.
$30. Nope, not at all. But people tend to think I'm eating some exotic.
Although I wonder
A lot
about
of
the
the foods
economics of
the
it.
slaves ate because it was the
All my friends who
throwaway
got 'em
food.
say that you like pools.
Masters, it was the throwaway
Let me
food.
hate them.
So the slaves ate it.
I had a pool and that thing was sucking money out of my
Those
pocket. I'm
same
like,
Yeah,
slaves
but I mean, if you have $100
now
million,
can look up through the dirt
How much time are you gonna spend
from
on
their
this?
coffins or whatever.
And it would just be easier
and
to like
tell themselves,
all right,
paying how much?
I'm just gonna rent a really nice boat.
You are stupid.
I agree.
I don't know.
People pay it because it seems exotic. But
I agree.
back to Tampa. This always bothered me. When I was in Tampa, in St. Pete, nobody
I didn't.
wanted to go and get a Florida meal. I'm thinking, you got shark everywhere, you got fish everywhere. No, every place they suggested was a place that some retiree had owned. But now, I'm going to tell you the good thing about Tampa, though. I do like Cuban food.
When I met
I
Larry
found
Elton
Cuban
with
food,
Hamburger,
no problem at all.
we walked this
I
small
found
little
a
bridge.
lot of it.
Yeah, right in the boat.
And I always try and get food that I can't get anywhere else, or at least not back in the DC area. I try and get food in that
This boat
local
wasn't like
city.
those boats, though.
I always try that. And nothing wrong with supporting the local environment, with the local, the local economy. I try to do that. So when I found out that DATS had closed, but the one DATS that was in San Francisco, that was in St. Petersburg, was still open, I decided to go over there. Now the menu they had there was slightly different. But before I went, I found out that the owners of DATS
I'm trying to convince my
sold
grandma to the boat.
all the DATS in South Tampa.
I know.
So I said, ease on over here
Unfortunately.
and go to St. Pete.
Oh,
I got to St. Pete. My favorite bartender had transferred from South
yeah,
Tampa
we got a lot of restaurants over
to
here.
St. Pete. Still was a nice drink. Still got his attitude. So
John
I was
McCray always say,
not
You want to go
totally
and eat?
unhappy.
I mean, no, you said you want to
And
sit
the food
outside?
was still good.
Dude,
Now,
it's hot as
the thing
hell out
about
here.
That's
The
primarily
food would
is
never
a
cool off.
fried food place. I've never ordered fried foods from DATS because they give me enough options that my friends can order fried foods and I can order something that's not fried, and we got
You
both
had
got a
$100 million
great
bucks here
meal.
by boat?
And the thing is, DATS, they go from
About
breakfast
100 billion?
all the way to
Yeah.
dinner every single day.
I think I would.
So that works out good for everybody there involved, and the owners
So I wonder
sold
about the
because
economics of it.
they got a good deal. They
Boat.
can
All
turn
my friends
down.
who got 'em,
I
they
understand
like
that
pools.
because if I hit the lottery,
Either love 'em or
I'm
you
gonna
hate
say
'em.
the hell with all y'all.
I had a pool and that thing was
Made the
sucking money in
lottery.
my pocket left and right.
Yeah,
Don't call me.
but, I
I'm
mean,
not
if
calling
you
you.
have
Don't
$100
subscribe.
million,
I don't give a damn about none of y'all.
Uh-huh.
How much time are you gonna spend on
But
this
at the
boat?
same time,
And it would
I
just
do
be
want you to
easier
know
to
that
like
till that day
alright,
comes, we're
rent a
all
really
family.
nice boat.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree.
But now, back to Tampa. I don't know why, with all the transplants and
I didn't.
immigrants and everybody else, Tampa don't have something that's Tampa based. I don't know why. The one good thing about Tampa I do like this about Tampa. If you are young or old or whatever you are,
See, now, this
they
was
have a
drone
great
shot.
happy hour in most places you go to. Tampa has a live happy hour. I went to some
Larry Elton
tall
with
buildings, and at the end of the day, they
Walked
had
this small little bridge.
bar and grills in the
Right in the
basement.
boat.
They were loaded with people. Now, the one thing about Tampa, I'm going to advertise this, which I never do.
But this boat wasn't
They
like
got a
those
place
boats, though.
called Heroes. CIROS. Heroes is a speakeasy. I'm gonna tell you, man, they got as many bourbons and rum flavors you want, manufacturers as you
Bad in the
want,
boat.
and they got some of the world's best bartenders. They do have that. It's a guy named his name is Tony.
I'm trying to convince my brother-in-law to the boat.
Tommy. He's the head bartender there.
I know.
That guy makes fabulous drinks, but so do the people
Unfortunately.
around him who work with him. He's very, very modest, and he knows he's good at what he does, and he makes
We got a lot of
great
restaurants
drinks.
over here.
But also, he makes sure his staff gets a chance to shine as well. And
John
I even
McCray
asked
always
the staff, I said, I was
You want to
surprised.
go out and eat? I mean, I know. You said you want to sit outside?
Of your own creation.
Dude, it's hot
He
as
made
hell
me a
out here.
drink he had never made for anybody else ever.
The food would never cool off.
And it's one of the best drinks I ever had. Pineapple and vodka. He did a great job. And they don't stand over you and try to sell you or upsell. No.
If you had $100
They
million,
come by
would you
and
buy a
say,
boat?
let me know when you want another drink.
Buying $100 million?
I was out of my
Yeah.
drink.
Literally.
And he sat
I think
there,
I would.
never came to me. And when I hit the counter twice, he came up and said, can I help you? You know,
So I
anything you
wonder
want?
about the economics of it.
You know, I like that environment
my
without
friends got
you
'em. They did
hovering
like
around me. Like I'm a piece of prey.
I
You're
had
the
a pool and
predator.
that thing was sucking money out of my pocket left and
He
right.
was very good
But,
at that.
I mean, if you
But
have
that's
$100
speak
million,
easy.
how
Uh-huh.
You gotta have a
much time are
password
you
to
going
go
to spend on
into.
your boat? And it would just be
But
easier to
you
like.
got a pretty cool
alright,
guy who a valet who parks your
gonna rent a
car.
really nice boat.
He'll work with you on
I
he
agree.
will work with you on the passport. So don't worry about that. But they also offer food, and the number one thing
I
they
agree.
sell there is truffle popcorn. Now, the price is moderate. One thing I know about truffle is expensive as hell.
I didn't.
So I don't know what they add to it. I don't know if it's 1, 2, 3, or 10 different things they add to it. But the popcorn is fabulous there. The drinks are always on point. They make a lot of what I call metro guys.
You know, this is a great drone shot.
All kind of flavors and different colors. You know, all kind of liqueurs, rum,
When I met Larry
whatever
Elton
you
and
want to
Andy
drink.
Burger,
They have it there.
we walked this small little
But the
bridge.
problem is, I
right
want
to the
to eat in Tampa too. And I found out in Tampa, there's not like a place to eat at. It's not. It really is.
This boat wasn't nice as those boats, though.
And then if you go to, and then if you go to St. Pete or Clearwater, the beach, everybody knows beach food sucks. They have a contract with the hotel or whatever. Beach food is it's just not very good. So you gotta make a decision. Where should I eat before or after I go to the beach or before I go anywhere? You gotta ask yourself that. Because there's nothing good to eat in Tampa. But St. Pete, I found myself going back to Tampa to eat.
I'm trying to convince my brother-in-law to
Like,
get a
what the
boat.
hell? I just left there. So I went back to Tampa.
I know.
I found a couple good places. But Tampa's a place that likes they really do like their bar and grills and that kind of stuff.
Look, we got a lot of
what I
restaurants
call
over here.
Pub food. They love pub food. Now, the one thing about pub food, you gotta find something you like.
John
a
McCrae always say,
and
You
we
wanna go out
found
and
this
eat?
Irish
I mean, no, he
place
said, you wanna
that
sit
we really
outside?
enjoy. Yeah, fish and
dude,
chips.
it's hot as hell out here.
You know, yeah, beer battered, beer
The food would never cool off.
battered cod. But we had a whole lot of things going on there. So it worked out. It worked out very, very good. Because we all got something we like, and we all did not have to get fried.
If you had $100 million, would you ever buy a boat?
Buying $100 million?
Yeah.
So
I think
the way I
would.
look at it, we all won. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You can go to Tampa.
Although I
Fine
wonder about
food.
the economics of it.
I used to find great
Boat. All my friends who got
Haitian
'em said that you
and
like
great
pool.
Colombian food in Tampa.
Either love 'em or you hate 'em.
They are still
I
there.
had a pool and that thing was sucking money out
I
of my
didn't put in
pocket
the
left
work
and
this
Yeah,
time to go
but,
there.
I mean, if you
Because I
have
had other
$100
things to
million,
do, and they were kind of like
Uh-huh.
out of the
how
way.
much time are you going to spend on your
So
boat?
I didn't want to go out of my
And it
way
would just be easier
to
to
go
like,
out of the way
alright?
to go eat there because of my
Really
time
nice boat.
constraints. But I
I
will
agree.
definitely do that in the future, and I will let you know how it turns out. But I've been to a couple
I agree.
Colombian restaurants and a couple Haitian restaurants, and you won't find much better food. And they're not in neighborhoods you normally would go in, and they're not in neighborhoods that you would normally think is safe. But I promise you, it is safe. I mean, it's really safe. It's no problems. It's just kind of like picking your food before you taste it. Sometimes you look at it and the color
Yeah,
isn't
this is
what
a
you
great
want it to be,
drone shot.
so your mind automatically tells you, I don't want it.
When
These
met
places
Larry
are like
Elton
that.
and Newberger,
But when you finish your meal,
we walked this small
your
little bridge.
mind's blown away and
right in the
saying,
boat.
why didn't I have this food in Tampa before now? Because that's just how it goes. And like I said, a
This
lot
boat
of
wasn't
people's
nice as those boats,
eyes
though.
tell the stomach if they're gonna like it or not. In some cases, your eyes are totally wrong. And if it's free, try it. If it's not free, be careful, but try it. And if it's something that you just don't agree with, it is what it is. just don't agree with it.
Not a bad looking boat.
So, this is your boy Leon D. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
I'm trying to convince my brother-in-law to get a boat. I know. Unfortunately,